Hello. Let's just pick a card and talk about it. Let's see what comes through. The Queen of Swords. This is someone who stands on business. There's a lot of protection, but it's almost self-created protection or an armor type of vibe going on because, you know, there's all of these roses around, right? Which every rose has its thorn as poison, that song, you know? But, okay, so there's all of these roses around. There's a rose at her heart center. And then even her crown is made out of thorns and petals. Red roses generally symbolize love, romance. So this could even be something that this armor that you built around yourself, or these thorns that you've put up, could have been created due to your experiences in romantic relationships. My eye keeps going to these clouds behind her because it almost kind of feels like there's a storm brewing, and she is surrounded by these roses. So again, there is this protection element around, and in that scenario, whatever the storm is that is going to be around you, I wanted to say around us, actually. There's a storm a brewing, and there is this protection in place. And it's almost even too because roses, like, that's how they grow, right? They grow the thorns on them as a means of protection. There's nothing that you even need to do. That protection is built in. This feeling of, you know, whatever the storm is that is coming, don't allow yourself to get wrapped up in the whirlwind. Just imagine those roses around you, and those thorns are protecting you. Now my attention is being drawn back to this rose at the heart center, and again, red roses, love. So really tapping into your heart center and filling it with love. Now, swords, I haven't even talked about. Swords have to do with our mind, our ideas, beliefs. How are we communicating those things? I also see swords as being the suit of ego, because that's generally where we hear our ego is in our minds. And our ego is created by the stories that we attach to feelings, to experiences, whether they're our stories or not, and whether they're true or not. But they become the reason why we do and don't do certain things. It becomes a reason why we believe the things that we believe and view our reality in the way that we view it. You know what's also fucking amazing is that the Queen of Swords is Libra. It's the card of Libra. And we have that eclipse happening that is in Libra. So, you know, this little storm that's a brewing back here, that could be a result of this eclipse. This is the one where it's releasing. Something is coming to an end. Something is shifting in some capacity, and that could be what this is back here, that storm. That's kind of cool. Just the Libra air card showing up, and we have that eclipse. Very cool. This is why I love tarot. I just, like, I couldn't have chosen this better myself. So the Queen of Queens to me are when we embody the energy of the suit ourselves. It's very individual. So we are getting clarity. We are challenging our beliefs. We are shifting our perspective. We are facing our ego. We're recognizing that within ourselves. And like I said at the beginning, this queen is going to stand on business because they're holding the Ace of Swords here, and any type of bullshit, any fakery, any trickery, manipulation, anything that does not align with their highest good, they're just going to slice right through it. They're going to cut right through it. It's not allowed. Even this little pearl at their throat chakra, there could be something developing here as far as something that you want to communicate, or a message that you want, like a conversation that you want to have. You could even be wanting to talk about a shift in perspective. You want to talk about your beliefs. You might even just want to put out there that you are no longer available for low vibe stuff. And also, with it being a pearl, it could be something that's still, because it feels like it's not quite. It feels like it's not quite fully developed, or even maybe fully understood by yourself, which is why, too, being in the Queen energy, clear on your thoughts, you're getting clear on your ideas, your beliefs, everything represented by swords. What else? Is there anything else that the Queen wants to talk about? My attention has been held at her eyes. I don't know if you can see that her eyes are even red, but it feels very intense to me. Even just holding somebody's eye contact, or holding eye contact where, as before, maybe you would have looked away sooner, but it's almost like, that feeling of holding eye contact to like force discomfort in the other person, whoever it is that you're holding eye contact with, because it feels like whoever they are, it could be a stranger, it could be somebody that you know, does that in order to be like intimidating, or have some sort of dominance. But there's an opportunity here for you to hold their gaze. It's almost like this standoff, but it's not even like forcing your power or anything like that, but it is like powering yourself. It's not an outward push of power, but it's more you sitting in your own power, and you're not going to make me feel uncomfortable or intimidate me anymore. I love that. And honestly, maybe even buy yourself a rose. Like, do they sell single roses at the grocery store anymore? Or have you seen those people that are on intersections sometimes, and they sell single roses? Maybe even buy yourself one, because it almost feels like rose magic. Oh, like, there's different like water magic, fire magic, blah blah blah, right? But it's almost like buying it with the intention of holding its power, like somehow empowering you, somehow as a 3D tangible thing that you can touch, to remind you of your own power. I love that. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you. Bye.